My name's Laura Seguin, and I've been bartending for about, I'm 33 now, so I've been doing it since I was 20, maybe? Yeah. I do bartending on the side. I do catering, and I work special events, but I also do acting, production stuff. Because it's flexible, you can pretty much work whenever you want, especially if you do catering events and stuff. My best night that I've made in tips, probably like $400. Maybe, yeah, about 400. You can make a lot of money bartending if you bartend at the right place. With bartending, it's very social, and so if you don't really have a personality, then you probably won't make as much money as you do if you do have a personality. Working at a restaurant is much different than working at catering events. Because at a restaurant, you kind of have, like usually they're corporate, and you have to use jiggers when you pour. You don't really have the freedom to be yourself sometimes. The customers are more loose, because it's a wedding or it's a happy event. It's not just sitting in a restaurant. Plus you get to work at different venues. It gets kind of boring when you're going to the same place every day. Like I hated working at restaurants because you're going to the same place every day, it's the same people every day. But when you're working at different events, you get to see different venues. You get to learn more about the city you live in, what kinds of places they have. Yeah, it's fun. I like it. Actually, the other day I was working at an event, and we didn't have some stuff to make a margarita, so I improvised. Or I didn't have stuff to, whenever you don't have things to make a drink, sometimes you can improvise. Like if you don't have Cointreau is an orange flavor liqueur. You can use triple sec. It's important to know your liquors, your wines, your beers, everything. At least know something, a good foundation of each of them, and then just build on that. Did it ever lead to meeting somebody important? Actually, yeah. I used to work at a restaurant in Beverly Hills, and there's a lot of agents that go there with their celebrity clients, so I got to meet a lot of celebrities. But it's cool because I know the agents. So whenever I don't have an agent yet, so whenever I want to get my own agent, I can go straight to them. I don't have to go through the middleman. I don't have to get a hold of their secretary or their assistant because I already have an established relationship with these people. They already know who I am. It's also I've actually booked work from it before, talking to people that ask you questions. What do you do? Where are you from? Stuff like that. And so whenever I tell them that I do acting and production, I've actually booked work from doing it. So nothing big yet, not yet. But the thing is, you never know who you're talking to. When you're bartending, especially if you're bartending out in LA or even in New York, you never know who you're serving. I've met Tom Berenger, who was a regular at the hotel I used to work at. Tom Berenger was in a bunch of movies, Inception. He was one of my regulars, loved him, gave him hugs and gave me kisses every time I saw him. And I mean, you just never know who you're gonna meet or where it's gonna take you. So it's definitely an opportunity. I mean, I always thought it was cool watching the bartenders do stuff, but I honestly didn't really know about bartending school, so I didn't know what I was missing, so to speak. Paying $5 to learn some tricks of the trade to get your foot in the door, I don't see anything wrong with that.
For more tips on bartending, visit the website in the description box below.